Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Zach O'Sullivan lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Hamilton, Lando Norris, and Sainz, Piastri, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Ocon, Albon, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Leclerc, Gasly, Stroll, Nico Hulkenberg, and Jack Doohan, Lawson, Behrman, Hadjar, and Rafael Villagomez rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box today with the best view on what is about to unfold and some strong views on the action we're about to see, Naomi Schiff. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Well, the race is certainly not won in the first lap, let alone turn 1. However, what you can do is prepare yourself ahead of time. Visualize what could potentially happen, different scenarios and where you could place your car, and that will better prepare you to make the right decision with instinctive timing.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, DRS is now available. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Race wins in a row. Wow, we are speechless here on the pit wall. Enjoy this result.
What a day, what a victory! He's back! It's Zach O'Sullivan!
Yes, it absolutely was, and what an incredible victory and an important milestone for them as we head into the business end of the season. You know that that's really going to matter from a confidence perspective to get them to the end of the season with potentially even more of these victories.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.